Happy Coffee Talk Monday. Dr. Michelle coming at you. How are you? Thanks for joining me again today. Sometimes when I talk to parents, they will talk to me about how their child is shy. My child might not open up. They might not talk to you. They're pretty shy. And usually my comeback is, once they know that someone can help them develop the skills that they need for their head and be able to deal better with their environment, that shyness goes away. Rarely do I even see a kid as being shy. However, I do right now have a client who I've been working with for about 12 weeks. And I had the same conversation with her parents coming in. I did the initial consult with her, and she seemed shy, but not overtly shy. But over the past 12 weeks, I have seen how incredibly afraid she is. Afraid to be embarrassed, afraid to say the wrong thing, afraid that someone's going to make fun of her. So is it that she's shy? Or is it the other things? It's an interesting question, isn't it? I'm going to let you ponder that one. But one of the things that can be incredibly helpful in this kind of a situation is to move away from the label. Shyness is a definition of self, and that definition is partially what keeps people in that space. I'm shy, so I do A, B, C, and D. I don't do the other things. And what happens is that when kids are defined shy when they're young, that just becomes kind of who they are. It becomes habit. It becomes how they think about themselves, how people talk about them, rather than being able to talk about the other things. Being embarrassed in front of other people, being afraid to say the wrong things, being afraid, not knowing how to communicate with other people. So for me, I mean, there's introverted and there's extroverted. Then I think there's things in between there, for sure. But shyness, I don't know if there's such a thing. I think it's more so the things that create this identity of shyness that are the more important, bigger pieces of it. And I think what we've done in our society is we've created shyness based on these things. So I've been working with this client on those underlying things. Other people, how she feels around other people, feeling embarrassed, the ability to communicate better. I do think that it's really important, if we're going to use words like shy, that we understand what that means and how that carries forward, particularly with kids, because it does. And a lot of times us as adults, we lay the groundwork for kids to be shy. And I'm not saying if your child's shy that it's your fault. I'm just saying, let's be careful of the labels that we use, understand them, and then understand how those labels continue to have an impact. And if you have a shy child, I would think about how you could relabel that. For example, with this client, we've been talking a lot about her strengths. And I had her list out all her strengths as an athlete, as a person, and then asked her, what is your best strength? And she chose one. And I said, well, what do you think about replacing shyness with that? So she's working on that. But I think that can be a really helpful exercise to get a child to focus on their strengths rather than focus on a label, which kind of does have negative connotations, especially for this child in this case. So think about the words you use, the labels you use, and the impact that they have. I have to do the same. Sometimes things just fly out of my mouth, and things from the 70s or 80s that people just used to say that we never even knew were probably not the best things to say. Anyway, I guess that's all I have for today. I hope you're doing well. I hope you are able to get through still this period of time that is happening for all of us and enjoying the start of spring. If you have any comments, questions, feel free to leave them here, or you can always email me. This is Dr. Michelle. I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.